Hello everyone, today we're going to solve some basic equations involving exponents and make sure your sound is on so you can hear me. So here's some notes. We have inverse operations, which are opposite operations. It's how we undo things when we solve equations. So we have addition and subtraction are inverses, they undo each other. Multiplication and division are inverses, they undo each other. And for exponents, okay, remember that 2 is an exponent. If we have the squared exponent, all right, the most popular exponent, then to undo that, we're going to use the square root. If that exponent was to the third power, we'd have to use the cubed root. But we're only going to focus on the square root for today. So what is the square root exactly? How does it exactly work? Let's look at some examples. So if I start squaring numbers, 1 squared is 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. And 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. Now if I take that list of numbers and I square root it, square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 16 is 4. And the square root of 25 is 5. So it basically undoes the squaring operation, and you're left with the base, or the bases, from our previous list. Remember, the 2's are the exponents, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the bases. And what if you had the square root of 21? A non-perfect square. What does that equal? Well, it turns out that that is just going to be some nasty decimal that we'll look at later. Okay, one more page of notes. So let's try to solve x squared minus 4 equals 5. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. And it'll get us x squared equals 9. Now to undo the squaring, we're going to take the square root. Okay, and the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, because 3 times 3 gets you 9. But because we have squaring, we're also going to have a negative answer. Because when you square something, if I square negative 3 and positive 3, well, negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. So these square roots actually have 2 answers. And no, it's not a coincidence that it's to the second exponent, because cube roots can have 3 answers. Okay, so basically it's the same thing if we did these with all negatives, but you need to put those in parentheses when you square them. So let's look at another example. So we have x squared minus 5 equals 11. So if we add 5 to both sides, we'll get x squared equals 16. And if we take the square root, we'll get x equals 4, or x could be negative 4. And here are some problems on your own. So we have x squared minus 24 equals 1. X squared plus 4 equals 40. And x squared minus 40 equals 9. Okay, so those are for you to do on your own. And that will be it for today. Remember, you're going to get that double answer.